kickoff.
McCann's got it teed up. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
That's the reason we bad for them. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Kirkpatrick. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And oh, it coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
At the 27.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sack.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Here is Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second and 10. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 55 yards.
55 yards. And the Chargers first down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Hunter Henry.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Herbert has it knocked free, but a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. One receiver left, that's Allen. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down now, Kirkpatrick. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 1st down, Kirkpatrick. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Kirkpatrick. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They run the counter. Kirkpatrick. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Herbert on 1st down now. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Intended for
that was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Herbert's pass.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
L.A.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. Got it open, man. It's Foster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And Washington has retaken the lead. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun. Haskins looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
The 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and some room to work. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now Eckler. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 16. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. It's Eckler again. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
1st and goal, Kelly. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
He's tackled at the
defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And they'll try again down here with Kelly. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Joshua Kelly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Makes this Washington 20. Chargers 17.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
That one is slant to McLaurin. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him, but I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
The third quarter.
Nice satisfying run up first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he fires one incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Kelly to try to punch it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Joshua Kelly with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
The kick is good.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Now this one complete to Robert Foster, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
For the field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, Eckler. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, it's Eckler. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He's brought down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd down.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Third down, here's Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Steven Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Today's final score, Chargers.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a